Hey everyone, I'm Larae. Today I'm going to be filming basically a day in the life of a plant mom. So we are going to go through my list of plant chores and maintenance. And just a quick disclaimer, most of the things I'll be doing in this video is for nurturing my babies. There's a few of my plants that are very unhappy at the moment and they need some extra TLC. So they are not looking their best, but they'll be back in no time, so it's okay. I'm just happy they have not died on me at the moment because they are a seemingly dramatic bunch of plants. So I do have my list on my phone and we are going to take a look at it. Okay, so the first thing on the list is to check water levels. Next thing is pruning. So this is something I really need to get done today, and I've been putting it off for a pretty long time now. So some of the plants are just looking a little ragged, but we're gonna cut them out. And then I need to repot all of my ZZ plants. Then I need to do propagation water turnover. So that's just replacing the water in my propagation station. And then I need to check on my Dracaena marginata. So this is a rescue plant that I have that's sitting outside right now. So again, this is my list and this is all that we're gonna be doing today. Okay, so we are gonna start down here and I have my monitor. So this notch is for moisture. I can check the water levels. So if it's too dry or too wet, then I can check the pH. So I can see if the soil is too acidic for the plant. Then I can check light. I don't really use the light monitor too much just because I'm in an apartment with all low light. So every single room is low light. So when I first moved here, I had a mixture of high light plants, medium light plants, and low light plants. But all the high and medium light plants I had to get rid of. So I either sold them online or rehomed them to a family member. Or if I didn't do it fast enough, they just died out. So literally all the plants that I have at this point thrive in low light. And I've had to switch basically my liking of plants to low light plants just because that's all I can accommodate in this apartment. I need to repot this one, but I don't have a pot for it at the moment because I need to do some other repotting first, so I'm gonna come back for that one. And this one's these are my handy dandy shears. This is just cutting back dead leaves that they have. This is my silver quill. I don't know, he got really leggy. He just needs water though, so I'm gonna water him. And this is my heart-shaped philodendron, which she's one of the ones that did need some TLC, but I already started taking care of her yesterday. So it's just waiting for her to bounce back. I already watered her and everything. I just needed to prune the leaves today. She did purge 2 leaves, which is okay. I mean, I think they're just older leaves anyway, but it's just waiting on time to pass until she's able to come back. When I first got this one, both of these started at this length right here. So to see them grow up almost triple size is amazing. I'll tell you a little about them. They do have scars. You can see I've dropped them. I've dropped both of these. This one almost broke in half. I don't know, I'm a little rough on them when I'm repotting them, and I don't know why. I think it's just because I'm trying to avoid the spikes, because they're very sharp. But I was scared that when I dropped this one, it wasn't gonna grow back, because this base almost snapped in half the last time I was repotting them. So I haven't repotted them since I dropped them. This one has grown arms. Like, I used to complain constantly about these two because they weren't growing the arms, and I was like, oh my gosh, why my plant won't grow? What's wrong with them? But I see now that it's just from abrasion to cause them to grow the arms. So, but when I dropped this one, it broke off. It broke off just like that. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's never gonna grow up again, but here it is. I don't think it's ever gonna be as strong as this base is right here, but I'm just happy that it's growing. And then it is growing a little arm right there, if you can see it. It's this little bud, and I've already just pruned the leaves off, so this one's good. So this is my African milk tree. Top heavy. The roots on these things are horrible. The roots are like probably like this for this whole big old plant. And so it's already top heavy. It's already leaning. And then this one had nerve to grow arm this year. So I'm definitely gonna propagate this one this year just because I don't want it to keep falling. It's causing this one to fall over. It is leaning. And I don't know what to do about it besides lean it up against walls. That's all I've been doing. These grow well indoors, but when I first got them and was researching, everywhere that I was reading at said they needed to be outside and highlight. And I was like, dang, I'm about to get these cactus just to kill them, but they've shown out and they've done really good indoors and outdoors, so they're good at adapting. So this is Commandoria elegans, or parlor palm. And when I first got them, it was just a really small pot, and now they've just blossomed. I did not expect them to get this big, and they're still growing, still giving me new growth and everything. But I don't clip them until the stem dies out, or until the stem dries out if it is a dead leaf, just because they are, here's a good one, for example. So you see how the stem basically dried out. So I only do this once the stem dries out because their stems hold a lot of water. So if I start just chomping off healthy stems, they'll mold up basically with the humidity in this room. So, and I do keep this plant indoors all year round. It doesn't go outside. No reason, I just like the way it looks next to my desk. I'm not gonna do it today, but I do need to repot the snake. This one is looking the way it does because it's root bound. This is what happens when you don't repot your plants when they need it. So this is what I mean by root bound. It's not growing well at all because it cannot breathe, can't do anything. So I'm going to repot it now. I'm gonna put this one in a separate pot just so I can watch it more because it has a mushy rhizome. This one that just broke off, I'm gonna let the bottom callus over and I'm going to put this in a propagation pot. So these two are finished. I'm gonna leave this yellow leaf. I'm not gonna cut it off unless it dries out. Same with this one. I think I'm gonna add a little more dirt in here. This Raven's Easy, I literally got it yesterday, so that's why I'm repotting it today. I'm glad I decided not to wait because it was literally just sitting in water. One thing I was surprised by was it's just one big rhizome. Then it had two baby rhizomes. It didn't have any plants on it yet. This one has a little stem coming out, so I'm just gonna pot these in the pot just like I would the regular mature plant. Okay, this one's done. Once springtime comes, I'll be repotting it again. Okay, so this is my monstera deliciosa, and it did open up this leaf. I'm going to water this one. I feel like this one is doing pretty good. When I first got it, it was just all basically half dead. So these leaves on the bottom look ragged, but that's just how they were when I got it. And as it's grown up, each leaf has come out, you know, better and how it's supposed to look. So not too worried about this one. Like these leaves will probably die off within the next year or so, and then it will be okay. So I don't know, it was living a hard knock life. This one I need to repot it into a more sturdier pot because I'm scared that this one's gonna fall over. This is the only other plant I'm about to repot today, but it's only because how ridiculous he is looking. So I have two monstera plants. This is my second one. So comparing this one to the one that I just showed you, this one is doing so much better. So these leaves, I'll show you this one. It was like that. These monsteras, they are the most pickiest plants I have ever had. And like they cannot not have enough water, but they also can't have too much water. And when they have too much water, just a little bit, they start browning and killing off leaves. So feel like I've done a good enough job with these ones. Granted, this one's really leggy and it's just because of where I have it at in the living room, but I can't help that. That's the only other place that it fits, so it'll be okay. I'm not too concerned about it. moving this one back where it was. He should be good to go now. Next, I'm going to prune these few browning leaves. And this one's good. Has one browning one, but it'll be okay. This is just a little weed that was growing in there with it. Okay, so this is my Ripsalis. I had it hanging on the wall for aesthetics, but I tend to forget to water it when I do that. So I'm going to change its location so that I remember to water it. And it's just going to fit right in this little pot like that. And I need to water it. So this is my snake plant. This is a Sansevieria cylindrica. And this one's a little baby one. I'm hoping that it will grow. So I probably water them once every few months. This one back in the kitchen. He goes right here. He's the center of the table once I finish this puzzle. These two, this and that one, are my banana trees and they go dormant. So this is my rescue plant. I think he'll be ready to go in a few months and then I'll move him. I'll just keep them outdoors. These are actually Thanksgiving cactuses. So technically they're only supposed to bloom around Thanksgiving. So I did get everything done on my list today, and that included checking the water levels, pruning the plants that needed it, repotting all the ZZ plants, doing a water turnover for propagations, and then checking on the Dracaena marginata. So we did it. I did find some other things that I need to get done sooner than later, and that includes me having to repot my snake plant at some point, as well as that Dracaena marginata, the rescue plant that I showed you outside. But I think I will wait until I do my repotting day for both of those. I basically repot every single plant I have, and I do this so they get fresh soil with new nutrients and everything, and it just gives them a good start to their growing season. So I probably won't do that until May-ish sometime, possibly. So I'm going to end this video here. Leave a comment down below if you are a plant parent, and let me know what kind of plants you are taking care of and what's your favorite ones. Also, let me know in the comments down below if y'all like these type of videos of me just filming my plants, because I can be sure to do more of this in the future. So leave a thumbs up if you like this video to help me out, and make sure to subscribe to my channel. I make videos about my journey in becoming a medical technologist. So be sure to check out my channel if you're new here. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.